I'm about to expose some of the biggest secrets in the industry that I observed while spending 24 hours with a man who has created billions of dollars, has spiritual abilities and talents well beyond many of our capacity to imagine. And I was able to watch him through a day in the life to see what he does to create the level of success in his life. You're going to watch a conversation that I had with my fellow fly on the wall, because that's what this training is entitled, because this is what this man was taught. He was taught his information through secret societies. And how do they learn? Mostly through observation, by staying with and being with rich, wealthy, successful individuals in their own homes, watching what they do from day to day. So there are a lot of insights, huge wins, amazing pointers that you're going to be able to take and apply to your life. So I would actually encourage to save this video and probably even watch this a few times. In the link of the description, I have also shared with you a $10,000 seminar that he did that is the basis of a lot of the success and the manifestations I've created in my own life, whether it's been $30,000 out of nowhere, attracting your soulmate, finding places to live. I once manifested a place when I was homeless. For a year and a half, I was able to have a house right by the beach in Santa Cruz, and it was one of the most miraculous experiences, filled with all kinds of health supplements and tools and things. However, what's your desires? What do you want? If you follow what's shared in this video and you download the free course that he is giving us for free, it's going to put you on to live a life that's well beyond anything you could imagine. You've already manifested things in your life. You already know that you have abilities and powers. But do you know all the specifics where there's no questions? Below, you're going to learn the 40-point algorithm that creates success that comes directly from and passed down through royalty and secret societies, that is finally being published to the public through a true source. So enjoy this conversation and let me know what you think in the comments. So we just got out of the fly on the wall. Artemis is driving me back to the airport, and you're going back to Iowa, right?
For a little bit, then I'm leaving.
So I was asking Artemis some of the big things he's going to take away from the experience, and you're just about to share. I wanted to catch it on video.
Yes, I took this gold pen Kevin had.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're going to turn around.
No, the biggest takeaway for me was ratio between actions and planning. That he almost spent twice as much time on planning the action versus doing it. I mean, or even more, honestly. And that's been my biggest takeaway. Haste produces waste, and planning, I guess, creates results. So that's what I got out of it.
That's a great takeaway. It's one thing to hear about him talk about it, but it's another to sit there and watch him do it, and then go from the office, he's doing it, and then go to the porch and he's doing it, and then going and sitting somewhere else, or constantly.
It's like, I feel like all the training that you can talk about theoretically for years and hours, right? That is combined in just like 5 minutes, just like that session. Remember we saw the first session for 30 minutes?
Right.
Like, it felt like, how was it for you?
Right, so we watched a one-on-one that only lasted 30 minutes, but we were like, was that an hour? Or was that an hour and a half?
Yeah.
It was only 30 minutes, and there was a time warp. Kevin got so much done. He cleared so many things, and then helped the guy with financial planning advice and things, and it was just a lot was done in a short amount of time. Very condensed and relaxed too, and enough time to like kind of chat it up a little bit too. Like, hey, you going to this? We're doing that.
Yeah. Right. So amazing. Who are the listeners?
Yeah. Who are you?
Who are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
By the way. Yeah. You gotta wear your white jacket. It was sports jacket to come here.
Well, funny enough, last night when we went to the Processes dinner, you, myself, and Kevin were all matching with the same jackets, the same colors. It was very interesting.
That was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Some sharp people there.
That was a surprise. We didn't know we were going to go to one of those dinners. We just kind of showed up. It was really great to talk with him at the end, because it was almost like a crescendo moment of like, you got to be quiet the entire time, right? Even Megan's there working in the office. She's not looking or talking to us, or, like we're just being there quiet, invisible. Kevin's kind of hinting to us once in a while. So at the end, to talk it out and ask questions was very enlightening.
Mm-hmm. Seeing him smoking cigars.
Many cigars.
Yeah.
Different cigars.
It feels like you're in a boardroom with with the president.
Right.
If you're listening to this and you're considering doing fly on the wall, he's gonna stop them pretty soon.
Is he?
That's what he said. You didn't hear that? So he's just gonna be the book.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be the fly on the wall.
Whoa. I don't know if that compares. I've been reading the book.
Well, reading the observation.
Right, exactly. And the video that he shot was very telling to how he does it. But to spend, 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours witnessing it really seals it in.
Yeah.
And to stay in the rooms upstairs, right? Which bedroom did you stay in?
The Bulldog.
The Bulldog room. Blaine Aythorne's room.
Yes.
That was a nice room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're what, the big sweet one?
I was in the Dr. Mortar suite.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a nice room too. Had a nice meditation last night. And there's the Spivey room.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything he did, I was almost just not impressed, honestly. I was impressed at the system, how well it was and how well he worked. But then I was just like, I could totally do this.
Right.
What's the posture he was in most of the time, do you think?
Posture.
Like standing, sitting, running. Like what was he doing the most?
His feet up on the table.
Right, his feet up on the ottoman, on the footrest. Like it was very relaxed.
Right, true.
We sat in the theater and he watched a tool tournament game for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
From 1992 with Mike Siegel.
Right.
As he's running the table. A lot of relaxation. But at the same time, you got so much done. How did that even happen?
Before 9 o'clock.
Before 9, right.
Like, I thought he was just bluffing when he says he gets a lot done before 9 o'clock. It's true.
Yeah, it's very true. But it's almost like this mind game of like, okay, I'm not going to start till 9 o'clock. But, what the hell, I'll go down and just take care of some
everything
stuff.
else, yeah.
And look at the files and do some Bs and make this call and send this email and blah, blah, blah. And then before 9 o'clock, which is when his session is, it's like he's got most of it done. So by the time he's done with the session, meets with Megan, it's all taken care of anyways. They just have the communication, swapping files back and forth, and he's just done.
It's easy. Success is right there, right?
Right.
I mean, and you're seeing the Ferraris, not Ferrari, but Rolls Royces and Bentleys, right? You're like, it's real.
Oh, it's real. And he was saying that what we saw him do is nothing different than what he did when he got out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing different than when he was younger, except maybe he would get up earlier and work later.
Right.
Maybe more hours. Other than that, it was that system.
Wow, that's a good point. It's the system that is valuable. Huh? Kevin Trudeau.
Mr. T.
Yes.
Saul calls him Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Saul, great guy. He made it an extra joy to be there. Made us some scrambled eggs this morning, and he was like, "Hey, you should go hang out with him on the patio right now."
Yeah, while he was talking to Andrew Tate, not talking. I guess talking, texting is
texting Andrew Tate,
communicating
in Dubai. So you're a part of the gin staff, right?
Well, I'm a contractor. I'm not staff, but it's like this was a complimentary.
Like a staff kind of. Well, you're not staff, but working for the team.
I work closely with the team on this course.
Part of the mission.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mission.
And what do you help them do? Just so if anyone's watching, so they understand.
So I'm charged with sales.
Charge of sales.
Yes. So maybe speaking with me if you're considering gin, or you speak with Michael. There you go.
Absolutely.
And right now you get like all these free processes, the dream processes, the leadership.
A ridiculous amount of processes.
And
Is
gin,
that gonna last?
No, a gin is going to 5K.
Oh, right.
That's it.
Right now it's 1,500 to join. They're gonna go up to 5,000. I mean, everything. As I've been a part of the club now for many years,
He does what he
the
says.
prices are low at first, and then they steadily are going up. Like, so when they say the prices are going to go up, it's very probable. I'm just continuing to reflect on what we just witnessed and the experience there. At the end of the day, it's like I feel like it's just so doable. Like he's a regular guy. Okay,
right.
he was born with some abilities and things, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, he's really just a normal guy who's putting in the time and the focus with the system, and anybody who uses it gets the same results.
Mm-hmm.
So and to see that, just dressing up in sweatpants and a shirt, nothing fancy.
Except for the shoes.
Very fancy shoes, yes, very plush shoes. Slippers.
Burberry, yeah. On the other hand is, I remember from training, somebody asked a question like, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to change?
Okay.
And the answer was everything. And that's what my
What do you
moment,
mean by
so
that?
that's how I saw, like, when I saw Kevin work, and I was like, well, what am I going to get out of this training before I came? Like, what am I going to need to change? And it's everything. Okay, I really need to change everything. Just a little tweak here and there, but literally everything. How I go to bed, what I'm thinking before I go into bed.
Mm-hmm.
What do I think about in the morning? Remember he was saying how, look at things that you don't have yet, but you kind of want. Not kind, you want.
Right, things you can't buy.
Right, yeah, basically.
That's what he was saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's totally different from what I was doing. Completely, like, 80 degrees different.
Right.
The planning, the working, the communication, doing everything in one time. Even checking the messages. Who's in control of the communication? He's not waiting for the beep.
Right.
He opens the text messages.
Right. He's not responding to beeps. He's opening it when he finishes the cycle, catching up with his team, reading the emails, deleting emails, looking at comments.
Yeah.
He's catching up on his stuff, not having the phone dictate his behavior.
Yeah, but he's on it.
Yeah.
Like, he's been on the phone a lot.
He was on the phone a lot, yeah. A lot of phone time.
Yeah, but not scrolling, right?
Not scrolling. Unless maybe like a research thing or something, but
yeah.
not scrolling. Very deliberate.
Yeah. So that's huge changing.
It was really great to see the communication, the little appointment that he had with Megan, using their communication planners, and how the system with, KT had all these things to talk about with Megan because she's his secretary. So there's a lot of items to take care of with a folder that goes with it. He talks to her, exchange, this file goes in this folder, this goes to this person, follow up with this, blah, blah, blah. Very normal things. And then once that was finished, he was done, then it's Megan's turn to take out her communication planner. Okay, now Kevin, I wanted to ask you about this. When you say that members get apprentices or partners, lifetime partners, they get complete access to you at events, what does that actually mean? Right, and getting specific things, and so she has a planner asking all those questions to get all those answered. Once it's done, the file swap is complete. They write down any other additional things that she needs to follow up on or he needs to do, and then the day continues.
Yeah.
It was just all very seamless, very effective. And then she responds like an hour later, catching up on those things that she said she's going to follow up on. And it was like, they did like a week's worth of going back and forth, and the amount of Zoom meetings that I would have seen other people do would have been like a week's worth
I
or
forgot.
longer. Or not ever happened.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It would have slipped through the cracks or...
It's crazy.
Yep.
and created all kinds of weird cycles in your mind, right? Of not getting things done and questioning who you are, you know, are you good enough? All this crap just like not...
Right. Doesn't even give the space for that.
Right, it's just... Yeah.
And he talked about how him and Danielle do that same thing later on in the day after her work day, because she's working at the office, at a different office. And so to see, because have him talk about what they did, and then see that with Megan was very amazing to see. And the value of not just me doing the priority manager, but anyone I'm working with to do it as well.
Yeah.
Is very important, or else, okay, I get a bunch of stuff done, but then I'm waiting for this person and that person, and they forgot what they're going to say, and disjointed movements instead of it being a seamless flow. Very amazing to watch. And then I was reminding myself, you know, I was watching them, like, this is like a billionaire for operation here.
Yeah,
like,
right.
And then having the cognition, like, oh my God, I'm going to be super successful.
right. So just being in an environment of winners, I guess.
Right. They're winning and winning and winning.
Having fun winning, that's what he said. We're just
having
fun winning.
Yeah. It's very, there's no stress. Although if people are going to do their job, he would definitely have the fire the guru, and he would care, and I'm sure he would say things. But even when there was a dispute with some charge that they didn't deliver the product and they're not responding, like, there was no trigger, there was no any type of reaction. It was just like, okay, well, I guess this is just going to be a write-off or
legal channels.
Yeah. Or, okay, we'll talk to legal channels.
Right.
And the concept of when something in our workday, whether an email or response or an idea or communication comes in that's triggering or has emotion, or like a legal thing comes through, you don't have to just automatically respond to an email or do something
right away.
He prints it, he files it away. Okay, I'll come back to this next week on Wednesday or whenever, right? Okay, I'll come back to this later, and then maybe he throws it in some other place or on a planned day. And how that just takes a person out of the reactiveness and into being deliberate, allows the mind to process it all.
And focus. That's the result.
That's the result. Yep. How so?
It creates space for you to actually do what you're doing. Like you said, play pool, have a cigar, do a task, right? Because his mind is clear.
Mind's clear, yeah.
The RAM is free.
Because he's written everything down, he's dealt with it, he's put it away, he's put it on his master list. That was a great question, by the way, that you asked at the end. It was like,
I've never heard that.
Talking about the master list, because that obviously is a very important part of it.
Yeah.
And we got to see him basically make a new one. From an old one that was all crossed out and getting dirty, I guess, I think he said. And then starts his master list, has 2 papers with things on them, and then adds a bunch of other papers down because he said there's going to be more, and then he has it on his desk there ready to go.
Yeah. And the purchases as well, how you can just print things out instead of buying them.
Right. And how and then it's kind of relating to being emotionally triggered or having emotion with it, because there's the want to buy something, and then he finds out, like, so he was putting those files away, like, okay, here's another thing I want to buy. He goes to the file cabinet, stuff to buy, he puts it in, and then he starts to see that file's getting big. So then he writes down a to-do list. Okay, go through things to buy, and he puts it in, I think the July 27th or something. So later he'll go through that and find he doesn't need to buy the things that he wanted to initially, and it saves him a bunch of money.
Because he doesn't want to spend money foolishly.
Right.
But he was he buying a card, like a jet membership or something? Remember?
So, well, that was one of the things that him and Megan were talking about.
Right.
I forget the term.
Red card or no? Jet card?
Jet cards, something like that. We're getting close. So Megan found a good company that she liked, that has nice jets, family-owned company. So we got to see more of the jet purchase and jet usage unfold.
That would be fun, fly on the wall. 190 is it? Oh yeah.
We're going off-road here.
Off-roading in Chicago, what's up? Put this beast in a sport mode. Back.
We got to see Kevin drive. We rode in the Rolls Royce to the dinner.
Oh, that's right.
And he can be heavy on the gas when it gets going.
That's true.
I mean, I probably would too if I had a Rolls Royce that would just go.
Yeah, it was a fast.
Very comfortable, very solid.
Very clean.
Got some balls.
And we arrived in style, man. How did that feel to come into the restaurant with Kevin Trudeau?
Dude, I know, right?
Back at his.
Yeah. And then leave when he left.
Yeah, he's like, sorry guys, gotta go. Yeah, and after all, like, he does conduct himself just as a regular guy. You know, just no resistance to anything, very organized.
Yeah, very normal.
And he doesn't know what he said on stage, remember? He says, well,
right, because he's going into the static, and he's just letting everything come out the way it does, and so he doesn't really even know what he said. I remember talking to a member who was at level 6, and he said the same exact thing that he said there, like, so about that part that you just talked about, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what part? I don't remember. I don't know what I said. Which is kind of odd, because he seems the same.
That's true. Like, it's not like Bashar.
Right, it's not like Abraham Hicks or Bashar or
Right.
He's just himself, which I think that's the point.
That's the point.
He just ultimately being himself.
Yeah.
Which is God.
Right.
Source. All right, so we're gonna sign off. Here's to Artemis. We know where to go, but yeah, awesome fly on the wall experience.
Amen.